to Entrepreneur's Toolbox. My name is Jonathan Dunkerley, and today we're going to talk about a couple cool tools and plugins that I've been using on with ChatGPT, as well as what I could do to use them to create consistent content. And I'm always of them to create consistent content. And I'm always of them to create consistent content. And I'm always of them to create consistent content. And 1 second. I'm 1 second. I got an audio loop somewhere. That's what they should. Uh-oh. Audio problem, guys. Sorry. What's the audio loop issue? Can you hear me? Somewhere in the audio. I think it's something with my Rodecaster. I'll have to figure it out. It is pumping in audio that should not be pumped in. So let's see if that fixed it. Maybe if I turn off the music, we'll see if that continues having the audio loop issue. There we go. Let me try that. Yeah, okay. We'll see if that continues having the issue. It looks like I still have I have my audio, my mic. I don't know what I had going that was pumping the audio back in. That is odd. Okay, let me just double check on another streaming platform, making sure that I am getting audio before I continue. I don't want to be streaming and not have audio for you. Let's see. Do we have audio? I don't hear any audio. Am I not streaming any audio? That's not bueno. It's kind of laggy too. Sorry about that, guys. Let me make sure that I'm actually doing it correctly. Here we go. I had my thing plugged in. Okay, it's working. Sorry about that. Apologies. Okay, it looks like we're fixed. All right, back to it. Okay, here we go. Back to it. See if that caused the issue. Apologies again. Let me get started again. Okay, so again, my name is Jonathan Dunkerley, and I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple different tools today that I've been using to make my workflow on creating video content easier, using things like AI tools like ChatGPT, and including the plugins that they've recently added into ChatGPT. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure that you hit subscribe on YouTube. There should be a link if you are watching this on Instagram, or not Instagram, Twitter or Facebook in the pinned message. You just go over there, and then if I reference anything that's in the like I say in the description, it's going to be in the description on YouTube. So just go over there and grab it from YouTube, and we can do that. So I'm also going to playing around with the idea of also going live on TikTok while I'm doing this as well. I don't have a TikTok studio yet. I know it's a bunch of stuff, but you know, why not? So I'm going to go live on TikTok. I think that it's working, and I think we got the audio loop issue figured out. You know what? I figured out what it was. I figured out what the audio loop issue was. I think I completely figured it out, and it was my own doing, because I'm also streaming on. Let me just do it. I'm also streaming on into my Discord server, or at least I was trying to, unable to play. So maybe that might not work this time. So that was the issue with the audio loop. So I figured it out. Not an issue with anything in my streaming software. It was me just being experimental. So, okay. So I'm going to go live on TikTok, and I'm going to, there we go. So no matter where you find me. So let me just go over here. Apologies for the hiccup. Okay. Hey, welcome. Hey, everybody on TikTok. This is just the behind the scenes. If you want to watch actually what I'm doing on screen, just go to youtube.com/@@𝐒Toolbox. So I got my phone here. That's another way that I'm actually repurposing my time. Actually, being able to reach out to a new audience on TikTok. So yeah. Again, if you want to see my screen, just go over to youtube.com/@𝐒Toolbox. And if you're on YouTube, you see it at the bottom. So let me just go into what I was going to talk about today. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. There we go. Make sure I got the right one up. Go. Should be the right one. ChatGPT. So there's a couple different plugins that so if you don't know yet, you could actually, if you have ChatGPT 4, which is ChatGPT Plus, you could have access to these little beta features, which is browse with Bing, which is pretty cool. And then you also have plugins. So browse with Bing is, it's giving you some sort of web access, which, if you don't know anything about ChatGPT, it only goes until like it's data. Hey, what's up, Fuzzy? How's it going? Ooh, let's get bring you up. How's it going, Fuzzy? Yo, how's it going? So, Fuzzy, we're just chatting a little bit about how you could use ChatGPT's plugins to simplify your creativity and what you're doing, and it just saves me so much time. So, again, I'll dive deeper into the other. Okay, keeps on resetting. Into other things like the browser feature that they added, but there's a few plugins in particular that I really wanted to go over today that I've been getting a lot of value from. And in particular, being able to do things like reverse engineer a video or something like that, or even if you're just starting from scratch, then you're going to be able to get the everything that you need. So, so here, let me just show you what I'm doing. So I have these two plugins that I'm going to start with. The first one is called Voxscript. Can you see? Can't see the pop-up. Oops. So, hey, how's it going? How's it going, Mex Boy? Good to see you. If you did want to see what was going on my screen, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitter and on Facebook, but the easiest way to find it is youtube.com/@eToolbox, and you can find my YouTube channel. But yeah, this is kind of the behind the scenes on TikTok. So I'm going to go to this first one, which I guess I can't show it doesn't show the pop-up on the screen that I'm sharing, but it says Voxscript, which Voxscript, it enables searching of YouTube's transcripts, financial data sources and Google results and more. So it's obviously you're going to be able to use it for more than just reverse engineering things like blog posts or YouTube videos, but I'll show you exactly how you could use that for both if you're just using this from scratch and you just want to create content that is going to help your video, or if like make a video just of original idea, or if you see some other video that you just want, okay, I want to have a kind of reverse engineer. Yeah, Fuzzy. Thanks for the thumbs up, Fuzzy. I appreciate it. So Voxscript is the first one that I'm going to use. And then the next one I'm going to go down is this one, Photorealistic. Photorealistic is a photorealistic prompt. It creates photorealistic prompts for something called Midjourney. And Midjourney creates images automatically. So one thing that I've been leaning into, and I'm going to do a full live on this, is that I want as much to be done with AI as possible, so I free up my time to do things that I can't have AI do or automations do. So Photorealistic is helping me actually create my entire thumbnail almost completely, and it's like 99% done, maybe 95% done by the time I'm done, because it's created these prompts that I can just take over and go over to Midjourney, just copy and paste them, and it gives me like the 4 options. And then, if there's always some trial and error if you're not getting it completely right. And then there's some other tools that I've been using to do things like put my own face on the AI, which is makes it so I could be on my thumbnail and not have to to sit there and just do like the typical like taking my picture and all that stuff. So there you go. So yeah, so I'm using Photorealistic again, and I'm using video Voxscript. And if you're youtube.com/@eToolbox. Yeah. Already created. I'm going to show you how I would do this if I was creating something from scratch. So it's mainly for this one, it's mainly going to use the what do you call it, the Photorealistic as this tool. But so I have this. Let me just bring this up. This is a template that I've kind of put together, and I've been fine-tuning it. And just so you know, this only works with ChatGPT 4, which is ChatGPT Plus. There we go. Oh, hey, Nancy. Oh, it's see the white background that says, yeah, I know, Fuzzy. I'm going to it right now. So It wasn't popping up because I'm sharing my screen. So, but now you should be able to see it. Is it not? No, it's not updating. There, let me fix that. What's up, Maui Nancy? How's it going? Ooh, aloha, Maui Nancy. How are you doing? Okay, so I'm just going to figure out why this is not updating and just. So let me just knock this out and reshare. Maybe I was sharing the wrong screen. It happens to the best of us, even me. Huh. Not the right one again. Do I have a bunch of ChatGPT windows open? There it is. Okay. Sorry about that. I had 2 windows open. This should do it. Okay. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay. I'm on the right window now, everyone. We could all calm down. Okay. So it's kind of long, and you're going to see exactly. So I had a prompt that I've created. So I gave it some inspiration on what it could be, or a successful YouTube creator, blah blah blah, all the stuff you could be creative, fine tune this, tweak it, and then I asked it to give me 10 suggestions for highly click. You could do 10, you could do 20, you could do 5. I just like variety, so I could see what I could pick and choose, and more for inspiration and things that I think that are going to be helpful. Then you need YouTube video tags for your videos. So you need 500 characters, or you don't need them, but YouTube wants them, so I'm going to get my tags that way, and then write a description. Write the description, and I using these tags as well. So I gave it an example of the types of descriptions that I like, and then you go down to the next tab, and then I need an outline. So I do a lot of my videos as lives as well, so I like to have an outline of like things that I want to hit and things that I want to talk about. So you just do that. So I need an outline for videos based on I want a bunch of other points that I can go down. So I have my main topic and then other points underneath. And that's really good to have like a flow during, especially a live, of things that you want to talk about. Like right now, I knew that I wanted to do this, and this was one of my points. I knew I wanted to talk about ChatGPT. I'm going to talk about the plugins, go on, so forth. So then the next thing I see, I need a perfect suggestion for my thumbnail design. Give me a Midjourney prompt. Every image should include a blonde youthful man. I'm like, apparently I look young, so I had to say youthful, but I kept on making people look really old. On the right side of the thumbnail, looking left, because I want it to be something where I'm like looking to the side. And then, the image of the thumbnail, of YouTube thumbnail, and the goal to get the viewer to scroll, saying I want it to be something very clickable, eye-catching, things like that. Give me 5 suggestions for thumbnails. You could do 5, you could do 10, whatever you want. I just like 5 because then I have things to work with. I'm like, I could always just say, give me 5 more if I don't get enough from those 5. And describe what the thumbnail will look like. So getting the perfect prompt, include these camera specs in every prompt. So I included basically camera specs, which I don't actually have right here right now. One second. I thought that I copied it, but let me actually include that. One second. I want to include my camera specs, so they are in every single one. I thought that I had copied it into my thing. And you could change. This is just what I'm doing. Let me go back over here. So you could see. So I want it to be a Canon EOS 5D Mark IV. And then all these specs. You don't necessarily need to know what all these things say. You have the lens, the resolution, the megapixels, the ISO, a lot of things that you don't necessarily need to know. But once you find one that you want, another one is you need it to be 16:9, where it says AR 16:9, because that is the aspect ratio of your thumbnail. And then this is just the Midjourney version. So now the next thing says, I need 10 tweets. Basically, I want to have it also give me a bunch of content that I could use on things like Twitter or other platforms, because why make a piece of content once when I can make one piece of content that could go all over the place on the same topic. So I have a whole entire prompt. Lessons, lessons from the video can be referenced here. You don't need to reference the video itself, meaning it doesn't have to. I want it to be kind of evergreen and be a self-contained piece of content. And it gives. Not every single one is going to be perfect, but it's going to give you ideas. And just keep on fine-tuning this in whatever template you have. Let me see. Oh. Not yet. What, Nancy? Not yet? Oh, hi. Okay. Ooh, cool. Just making sure that you could hear me. I see that you said not yet, Nancy. Let me know if you could hear me. So then the next thing that I do is I need 5 YouTube tabs. So community tabs. So if the restrictions have been lowered, but the community tab is a tab that's on your YouTube bar that makes it so you could post things a little bit more social, and people that aren't necessarily subscribed to your channel are going to see those things and stuff like that. So you get all, you're going to get a lot of different engagement and stuff that you're not necessarily going to get. You don't need to create a new piece of content. You could also use it to promote your videos. Maybe you want to use it to promote this video in a week. You could make a community tab post that says, hey, did you check out this video? It was a week old. And then what will happen, it's you're building your email list. You could even say, hey, you know what? I got this different things. And if it's related to, maybe you create a GIF. Again, hey, let me know in the comments what you think, if it's a GIF or a GIF. I never know. Just let me know if you think it's a GIF or GIF. And, I might be wrong. I've been wrong about at least one thing before in my life. Yeah. If it's a GIF or a GIF, I have no idea. So, okay, so I'm going to go to the next thing. The next thing is kind of like my information about what I'm making the video about. So if you're watching on TikTok, you're going to want to come to YouTube at youtube.com/@eToolbox to find my channel. And I think I also have it linked in the description now that I think, or my profile on TikTok. So you probably can find it there. But I give it information about what I want the video to be about. So in this case, I'll read it out. This video is about how to create YouTube thumbnails using AI tools. I am going to go over a few tools. The first will be going over ChatGPT Chrome extension, which is not a Chrome extension. I messed that up. Chrome plugin, ChatGPT plugin. But it's plugin. Why did I call it plugin? ChatGPT plugin called Photorealistic, which generates photorealistic prompts for Midjourney. I will go, and which I'm also talking about in this video as well, but it's, connecting topics. I will go over what I do to add, into your prompt. So I will output the photo into an almost perfect thumbnail. So I want it to make a perfect thumbnail, or try to at least. I will go over what I add into the prompt. So if I make, different modifications afterwards. So I will get your photo into an almost complete thumbnail. Then I will go, I will use a Discord bot called Insight Face. You're getting a little sneak peek into what my next live stream is, by the way, because I've already done this and I'm showing you what I did, which takes your face and puts it into an AI generated thumbnail. So makes it, makes your face on a thumbnail. It's pretty cool, actually. Then we will go over to Canva, which I'm using Canva, but you could use any photo editing software that you want. I'm going to go over to Canva and add some text, or you could even use this, if you think about it, you can take, if you have a iPhone or anything like that, take the iPhone and you could add text in their photo editing app for free. So if you don't have that, you could just do that directly in your phone and you don't even use something like Canva. But hey, and add some, maybe I'll talk about that in Canva. Maybe I'll talk about that in the live as well. There we go. No. So Canva, and so add some, and then the now we have a completed thumbnail and created entirely with AI. And so I've given it the basics. I could expand on this. I could write a novel right here if I wanted to. I could go through, there's another app that you could use, say like the perfect prompt. You could do that, add extra steps, but I'm just going to hit return and see what we get. Okay. So it's giving me these 4 thumbnail suggestions are right off the bat, or not thumbnail, title suggestions. And they're, remember, you're not, when you make a thumbnail or a title, you're not just making it for people, you're making it for people, you're not just making it for a computer and algorithm, you're making it for people. So what is a person, what would you click on? What types of videos are you watching that people are clicking on their thumbnails and their titles and stuff like that? So, look at what's already working, if that makes sense. So, so go through these. So AI thumbnail hacks that will worthy YouTube thumbnails, and how to create irresistible YouTube thumbnails using AI, boost your clicks with these AI-powered thumbnail secrets. These are all things that like I would use as my title, on my thumbnail. So these are all great options. Yeah, so I would just go through these. You could also, I would take something like VidIQ, which if you don't know what VidIQ is, there's a link to VidIQ in the description of this video on YouTube. If you are looking for YouTube, you could either go to, it's probably in the TikTok profile, or you can go to youtube.com/@eToolbox and you'll find my YouTube channel. So the next thing we have is our video tags. Now I have all the tags that I need. Sometimes, you might need to swap out a few things, but this is going to give me 500 and this would be enough. These are all things like, hey, maybe I don't want to have clickbait in there. I'll take that out, but it's because I wanted clickbaity type thumbnails. So I don't want clickbait, or maybe I do. So I have YouTube, AI, these are a little shorter, but thumbnails, clickbait, video marketing. Maybe I would say, hey, I want long tail. That's a way that I could adjust it and say, hey, I want long tail, which means that they are less competitive. That's something I'll probably add in the notes for the future ones to make sure that, but YouTube doesn't use this as nearly as much. Now, I want an SEO optimized description. Are you suggesting struggling to come up with ideas for your next YouTube video? Do you want to optimize your YouTube videos, maximize views and engagement? So it goes through, look no further than ChatGPT. In this live stream, we'll show you how to use ChatGPT to research and prepare your next YouTube video for success. So there you go. You have your next YouTube video is being prepared for success. And in all honesty, the thumbnail is insanely important. So it's telling the truth. Using ChatGPT, you'll be able to generate compelling video topic title ideas, describe outlines, scripts, tags, and even thumbnail suggestions. There we go. And then join us to learn the maximize your, so you're just going to want to look at this. If there's anything you need to tweak, I would say with anything with AI, don't just copy and paste. You want to copy, proofread it, and maybe you take this and say, hey, I need to update this and include this, and this note in the description or whatever you want. So it's giving you a first draft. So introduction, welcome viewers and introduce people, explain the importance of clickable YouTube thumbnails. This is a good outline already. So using ChatGPT thumbnail creation, introduce the ChatGPT plugin Photorealistic, which is what I'm going to be using, demonstrate how to generate AI powered thumbnail prompts. I have a whole entire workflow ready to go now. So provide tips on crafting effective prompts for desired thumbnails. There you go. So I have my 3 different things. And adding your face with Inside Face Swap, explain the concepts of Inside Face Swap bot, show how to use the face onto the AI generated thumbnails, discuss the benefits of personalizing your thumbnails, because hey, you still see me. I know you want to see my face. That's why I'm emphasize I'm just showcase different completed thumbnails, AI generated aspects, how much was done with the AI, and then we have a conclusion, recap the steps covered in the video, encourage viewers to implement AI tools for their thumbnail creation, and thank the audience and provide a call to action to join the Dunk eToolbox community, which is, hey, if you want to go to dunkmedia.club or go to the link in the description, you're going to be able to actually join my Discord server, which actually I wanted to jump over to the Discord server. And a reminder, hey, if you haven't yet, make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe, because I have a lot of, 1 second. I got it. I'm just going to end this over here. This is not working. I was streaming into my Discord server. Let me just end it real quick. It wasn't working how I hoped. So I'll have to test later. Okay, that's done. Okay, but I'm going to go over and share this real quick. And I want to show you a couple things this is my Discord server. And it is the Dunk Media eToolbox Discord server. You get a couple things when we have a utility token called Dunk, which is like you could either earn it or you could use it to gain access in the community, or you could earn it, you could go buy it, whatever you want. But there's different things. For instance, I'm going to actually put up right now something. We have this support channel right here, which it's kind of hard to see right now, but see where my mouse is moving? There's a little support channel right there. I wonder if you could zoom. You can't zoom. That's not a good feature that you can't zoom. It's a little support feature right here where I have it clicked right here, and it will bring up this support chat. Should. And just go here and click open ticket. And what I need you to do is first off, you should have a social connector account. Let me start at the beginning. So if you don't, you go start here. Make sure that you have a social connector account. You could do one by just creating one right here by clicking this link. And if you do that, create it, and then go here. And what you need to do is make sure that you have Discord connected to your social connector account. You can connect other accounts if you like, but go here, back to support right here, and open up a ticket like that. And when you open up a ticket, I want you to tell me this. Go here and tell me, I want you to leave a comment on this video. Let me just there. I want you to leave a comment on this video that says, and then I want you to say, I left a comment on today's live in this help field. So you'll get a pop-up box at the bottom of your thing in Discord, just like this. So I don't know if you can see it right now, but there's a pop-up that came up right here, and just paste that in there. Say, hey, I left a comment on today's live. And if you are connected to Discord, you need to make sure that you have your social connector account connected to Discord. I'll send you a Dunk. And what that will do is it will unlock different things in the Dunk Media community, starting with a few different things in our Discord. And this is just another way that you could engage and monetize your community. This is just, you could either, or you can just go buy the Dunk if you feel like it, but this is a way that you can go earn it and gain things in the community. So you gain things like, for instance, we have our office hours that happen every single week, and they happen over here. And we have our AI chat, which if you have a certain amount of Dunk, you get access to that. We have our learning, which if you have 100 Dunk in your wallet, you're able to have access to our learning. This is one of the ways that we have our community. So there are ways to do this without actually collecting the Dunk. But, if you want to just earn your way into access in the community, just engage, go do those things, leave a comment, and then go to the Discord server at dunkmedia.club and go and open up a ticket and tell me, I left a comment on today's live. And as long as it is actually today, I will make sure that you have a Dunk in your wallet. So if it's not, then I'm not doing it beyond that day. But as long as it is today, and you do this and you actually leave a comment, let me know. Say, I left a comment on today's live, and I will send you your first Dunk. Just make sure you have your social connector account connected. You can do that by going to the Get Started in the Discord at dunkmedia.club, and then just go and create your send me that message in a ticket, and you're going to unlock some pretty cool stuff in the Discord and more stuff to come. So just want to throw it out there just so you guys know about that. I'll remind you towards the end exactly what to do. Yeah, so let me just go back over here, and we'll just we'll have more fun with AI and all that stuff. Okay, Sorry, I'm just having a good time. Keep on bringing up the wrong tab. There we go. Okay. So I got my tab back up. There we go. Okay, and then this is another one. Okay, so it wants me to continue generating the response, continue generating it. That's one I really like that they added that feature. For a while, you'd have to like type continue, but now you could just click continue generating. And if it's a prompt that took more than one, then it does it. So there we go. So Twitter posts, want to make your YouTube thumbnail irresistible, learn how to, so these are all kind of like salesy, but you could make them a little bit less salesy if you want. So there's a little bit of trial and error, but I got all this information just from a copy and paste template. There we go. And it didn't actually include this stuff. So let me actually, there's things that you can do. So I'm going to go back down to the bottom. I'm going to tell it, rewrite the thumbnail suggestions and be sure to include the camera notes in every output. Paste that in. There you go. So now it includes that, and I'm going to be able to do that. So there we go. So now we have all of our things. That I don't know why it put a little bit earlier and then went back, but hey, you know. So now what I could do is I'm actually going to go back over another server that I'm showing. You're going to see a couple of the things that I'm doing. And if you're watching on TikTok, make sure you come to youtube.com/@eToolbox, or there's a link in the description if you want to see my screen. So I'm just going to go here, show this. So this is Discord, and it has the Midjourney bot. There's also some other features that I have in there. Maybe I'll show you a little sneak peek of what I'll actually scroll so you can see the difference between these things. So this is how I was swapping my face onto it, or playing around with swapping my face onto different things. But again, look at that, man. Look at that sexy guy with his face on that thing. I know you agree with me. I'm going to take the first one. So after this, engineer something using the same exact process, but you're going to get a little bit more. See, it didn't actually get, it didn't give things. So make sure that you are right here. Sorry about that. Right here. So I'm going to just copy this part. Remember, it's artificial intelligence, not real intelligence. So it's going to do it. So now we're going to see what it gives me. Man, that guy looks really surprised. Look at him. So and if there's any notes that you have in here, just tweak it until you get what you want. So now I have a thumbnail that's pretty close to being done in the right aspect ratio. And you can see it's generating the 4 different options right here. Come on, finish. 93%. Okay, so now we have a couple. Yeah, I think that a lot of those actually turned out pretty good. So we have these different ones. Maybe I might want to, I like kind of like this one right here, this bottom right one. I look very shocked. I might even use that one. That's nice. So I'm just I'm going to go one step deeper, and what I mean by that is that I'm just going to be able to kind of give myself 4 variations of that. So I'm going to hit V4 for number 4, and it's going to give me. Sometimes I do that and I'm like, no, I actually like the original one best, and then I output it. But you're going to see what other things you're possibly going to be able to get. There we go. There we go, 83%. This is like the best thing of just wait. Okay, now I could just open this up. I could see all my 4 different variations. Now, what would I do for a thumbnail like here? I could have some text right here, or maybe I have something on my forehead, like that's actually, I might actually do that, like something on my forehead that says like, I don't know. Kind of like any of these, but let me just show you. To get ahead of yourself. I'm going to hit this button, and I'm just going to go to apps, and this is what I'm going to talk about on Monday, but this is the face swapper. It's going to give you a couple ideas. And keep in mind that it might not be perfect because you kind of sometimes have to do a couple different options for your faces. But like, yeah, this one, it's like the mouth. I need to take a different picture because it messed up the mouth. But you get the idea of like the face swap. So it didn't. This one, I would need to take a different picture of myself to apply, like, to get my face on there. But yeah, it's you get the idea. You're able to do that. I could add some text to this, and I have a pretty click-worthy thumbnail already pretty close to being done, even if I wasn't gonna, add somebody else's face, which a lot of people don't. So, but if you want to go the extra mile and start taking a couple catalog of different photos to use, like I would probably for that one, I would create a similar one, and then the use case, and I'm like, okay, I need an open mouth photo. It's going to use that one. My other photo that I took was like this. So I'll take another one so it could reference it. But yeah, so that's how I'm actually be able to create the thumbnail pretty much automatically, and using almost information that I got from here. I can go, and if I'm like, I'm not digging that thumbnail, I just grab this thumbnail. I grab this information. I could run that same process until I find one that I like. And if I say, you know what, these all suck, like I hate these thumbnails, they're terrible, I could easily just say, give me 5 more, but I need this note, this note, this note. Make sure you do this, and then eventually you're going to get one that it does it. But you're just starting with your template is a good thing, and then being able to have it create thumbnails that are actually really, really well generated for Midjourney, because it's using the photorealistic bot. Oh, actually, I realized what my problem was. let me actually do this again one time. I realized what the issue was when I refreshed. Let me go back over to Midjourney and show you one other thing. Not Midjourney. Oh, so it had refreshed and went over here. So let me actually go back over to this. Sorry about that. It was our whole issue earlier when we think so. I didn't have the apps. That was just basically Midjourney doing it, or not ChatGPT. I need to turn this back on, and I need to do this. So I'll show you the actual output. Sorry about that. I'm going to do it one more time. That was the reason why the thumbnail didn't come out perfectly. So let's see exactly what it will output this time. You're going to see a little difference this time when it's doing it. So there we go. So it's grabbing YouTube content, and see its Voxscript is actually grabbing things from YouTube in order to find stuff. This output's probably going to be the same, but you'll see what I'm doing. Sorry about that. It was using 3.5, not 4, and you can't use the plugins on 3.5. You can only use them on 4. But these are all very similar. Okay, it's a little bit better. Like that. I'm sorry about that. I was showing you the whole thing. Cool. And again, hey, I said go to my Discord and you see what it says. I left a comment on today's live. Make sure that you go to the Discord, open up a ticket, and tell me that you've left a comment on today's live. Make sure you have a social connector account. Make sure that it is connected to Discord. And once you do that, I will send you your first dunk, which will unlock things in the Discord server. You're going to also want some really cool stuff for you. So just make sure you're doing that. Okay. My thumbnails, which was what I was trying to really go after. You'll get a better example. I'll do it again just so you could see. And then we're going to dive into how to reverse engineer. It could either be a YouTube video using this method that we just were using right now. We'll do it for the same exact thing, but we're going to swap out the topic that we did with just basically a couple links. Okay. We're getting the outline. I think we got the thumbnail next. All right. If you're on TikTok, just make sure you go to youtube.com/@eToolbox or go to the link in the description or in the profile, and you're going to be able to see what I'm doing on my screen. Hey, tell those people over at TikTok that they need to add Mac support for YouTube Studio Live. Okay, there actually, if you've seen it right now, see it's using unknown plugin. That's using it's scraping it. So there you go. So it's actually grabbing YouTube design suggestions. And there, now I did exactly what I had asked, where it's including all of my aspect ratio. It's actually creating something, because what Pictory or Photorealistic, what it does is it will actually create a prompt that is ready for me to copy and paste into Midjourney and get an output that is optimized for Midjourney. So when you tell Midjourney prompt like mastering is actually can be very hard for you. Then you have to trial and error. In Midjourney, actually, there is a cap, so you're wasting a bunch of your credits for the month because it is a paid service. You could use the free one if you want, but you don't get very much out of it compared to what you get a little bit, but it's limiting. But just if you're creating your photos, you have your Midjourney. So okay, so now let's go through here. A surprised youthful man on the right side of an image, looking left. In the background, a collage of AI tools with ChatGPT, Photorealistic, and Insight Swap logos, which they're not going to actually have the logos. The overall style should be vibrant and engaging, so we could do that one. A young, youthful, blonde man with shocked expression on the right. Let's see, it's a blonde man on the right side looking left with an amazed expression. On the left side of the screen, split effect showing a before and after of a YouTube thumbnail created using AI. That's a good idea. A youthful blonde man on the right side of the image looking left with a surprised expression. He's looking at a large glowing AI brain on the left. This could be something interesting, generating a stunning YouTube thumbnail. So maybe I wanted to go down this. So I'm copying the whole thing all the way to where it says 1 at the end. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go back over to Discord where I could start a new one. So I'm just going to do this, start a new image, and we're going to paste that in and see exactly what they give us based off of what ChatGPT using the Photorealistic plugin gives us, so we could get this prompt directly from ChatGPT and paste it directly into Midjourney. All right. It gives me 2 people. Kind of like this one, but I would rather have just be one person. But I could just go through these, and if it's not right, again, they gave me 5. That's why I asked for 5, so I could just go through them and figure out which ones are going to be the right ones for us. So any of these ones would be pretty cool. Like, for instance, then, so maybe I like this one. This is kind of a cool thumbnail, but or this one's a cool thumbnail. But I could always add some of those AI features. Remember I was talking about swapping my face. Again, I don't know how it's going to work because it's 4 pictures, but let's see what it does. And this is a way I could test and see if I want to waste my credits to see if so that actually turned out pretty decent. Like this one right here, top left. I might actually go down that path. I kind of like that thumbnail, and it looks a lot like me, and it worked really well. So I could use this thumbnail. I could apply some text in using something like Canva or anything like that, and it looks like me. So I'm going to dive deeper into how I'm doing this with Photorealistic in a later live, but I just wanted to share this little bit with you just so you get an idea of how I'm doing it. And you go like, oh man, thumbnails just take me so long. Well, you get a lot of these different AI generated photos that are customized and dialed in to be thumbnails. Then you're going to be able to get something that is going to work for what you do because you told it what you wanted. So, all right. And again, hey, I'm going to take it off the screen in just a second, but hey, go leave a comment and let me know in a support ticket that you have left a comment. And if you have a social connector account and it is linked to Discord, I will be sure to give you your first dunk. Or if you've already got a dunk, I'll make sure you have another one. I'll send you a dunk. Just you have to go do that, leave a comment, and let me know that you did by saying, I left a comment on today's live in a support ticket. Okay, awesome. And hey, while you're at it, you should hit that, I said leave a comment, but don't forget to do all this stuff too. Make sure you do the subscribe thing. You should hit that subscribe button because why not? You should also ring the bell. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that bell so you get notified every single time. I want to make sure that you get all the information that I have to share. And then, hey, again, hit that like button. Hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. It helps everything. So, and again, if you're watching on TikTok, come over to YouTube and hang out with us for a little while. It's really fun over here. Or hey, or on Twitter or on Facebook. Love it no matter where you're at. If you are on Facebook, make sure that you hit that little button so I could see your comments. Cool. All right, so let me just go, and I told you I was going to reverse engineer. I'm going to show you the same exact thing. So we're going to go back to, we just go back to ChatGPT. And I'm going to open up a new ChatGPT. Just give me 1 second. There it goes. I want to just copy this real quick. So we use the same exact template that we were using before. So I'm just going to take that. Make sure I have my updated template. I made modifications while we were working on it. Okay, so I'm going to open up this new ChatGPT window. We're going to make sure that we had the right plugins this time. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to use the same plugins that we were using before, where it's the Voxscript and Photorealistic. And I'm going to paste the same exact stuff, but I'm going to remove this part, the transcript information. And I'm going to go quickly to YouTube and grab, sorry if something starts in the background. I'm going to go and grab a link from YouTube. And YouTube's going nice and slow. I'm just going to go with this. Let's see. 1 second. Okay, so let's go. It's going to be some AI stuff. I'll do one for somebody else that I watched, Matt Wolf. How about Matt Wolf? So here's one that I'm interested in. He made a video about how to create viral videos on AI. We're using AI. So how about that? I haven't really looked too deep into it. I don't know too much about this video yet because I'm interested. It's in my queue of things to watch. but I'm just going to go ahead and grab that link, go back over to ChatGPT. Over here. There you go. And now I paste in his link. I'm saying this is the video that I want you to base this video on. Original version. Can't spell original apparently. Don't tell anyone. So create an original version that is my style. Sure. All right, let's see what it gives us. So we have the same, again, you could update different things in here if you want to. I have a CTA or call to action to come and hang out with me in my Discord server, which, hey, by the way, if you're not in my Discord server, you should be in my Discord server. You can go to dunkmedia.club and it will take you to my Discord server. Hey, and just as a reminder, make sure that you go and say, hey, go to support, let them know that you left a comment here, and if you've done that, I will send you a dunk coin, which unlocks cool things within my Discord server. It's our utility token. It's pretty cool. So I'll give you one for free. Just come and let me know that you left a comment in the description or in the comments here on YouTube. It has to be over on YouTube. Let me know that it was on YouTube. So yeah, so I'm just gonna hit enter now. See what it gives us. So using Voxscript, now it is actually grabbing. I'm going to open this up so you can see. Look at this. So now it's actually grabbed information. It says channel name, Matt Wolf. It's grabbing his information, channel ID, the video idea, the name of it, the description. It's grabbing the transcript from the video. So it's taking all that information. Now, hey, look, there's obviously more chunks. This ChatGPT can only absorb things in different chunks. It only takes so much information at a time, and it broke it up. Transcript part 2, transcript part 3, so on and so forth. Or there's 3. So it broke it up into 4 parts, actually. Look at this. Now it's a 10 clickbait YouTube titles. I'm like, hey, I got you. You're clickbait. It's not like that. It's not like that's not what clickbait is. It doesn't have to be a scammy thing. It actually is. If I say, hey, come here and learn about how to make, I showed you how I could just copy and paste a prompt into ChatGPT and use two plugins that are free, by the way. And you're able to get all this content, which is auto generating. And granted, you're paying $20 a month at the current price, for ChatGPT 4 or plus. But to me, it's worth it. I mean, like, I get so much value out of this. And the amount of time that I save by doing stuff like this and how it's auto writing it for me. And I appreciate there's a lot on YouTube. It's about being able to repurpose what other people have done and putting your own spin on it. Because a lot of times, like, hey, I get it. Some of the people may not like what I'm doing right now. They may not like my content. They may not like it, which is completely fine. Hey, but you know what? I'm here for the people that do like my content and the way that I teach. And that's all that really matters. So here's optimized description. Give me the description. I wouldn't put the bullet points, but that's fine. You know, I got the outline. And it reformatted his video, Matt's video, into something that now I can go through it. I might, I'm not just gonna like, it's ready to go. I was like, okay, cool. But what if I added this one little maybe I wanted to talk about this one little element that I like that Matt didn't go over. Say, hey, let's rewrite this entire thing, but let's make it sure that we're talking about this, and we can go down that path. So now look at this. So it's now this plugin that it pulled in. It's the prompt generator. We have our thumbnails that it generated. So not only, like, I literally just copy and pasted. I had my template that I would already be using. Just think about it. I took a template that I've been building out and fine tuning and crafting that now I could just copy into ChatGPT. And yes, I'm not saying that it's zero work. Nothing good in life comes with zero work. So if that's what you expected, then I'm sorry to disappoint you. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. So yeah, the ChatGPT, it's fun. So I could take this and go and copy this. Why don't we do that real quick? So I'm just gonna take a youthful blonde man with a surprised expression on the right side of the frame, looking towards the left. He's surrounded by floating images of AI tools like Midjourney and STREAMLABS. Again, I think I need to go forward and say, hey, do not include logos because AI is not going to generate the logo. So a youthful blonde man with the right side of his face, looking shocked expression, clipboard, action, AI video. You see, it's giving me ideas for things to write. The background, see, a youthful blonde man on the right side of the frame, looking left with an organ. Thumbnails represent. Always look at what they created. So maybe we'll just take a look at this. I'm going to go back over to, just paste that in. I'll switch the screen in just 1 second. And we'll see what that goes. I'll go over to here. So we're going to see, this is a thumbnail created. Remember, all what I've done is I pasted in a link into my template. Nothing else. Nothing else. I have a template. I found a video that I wanted to create a topic about, and I pasted it in. And now I have not only my thumbnails starting to be created. I keep on putting in people farther center in these thumbnails, but so it's about tweaking it until you get it right. And hey, you know, if you actually want my template, come and hang out with me in my Discord server. You're going to want to make sure that you have at least one dunk, because those are the channels that I'll answer these things in. Make sure you have one dunk. And if you want one dunk, all you need to do is go to my Discord server, make sure that you have a social connector account and you have Discord connected to it. And if you have Discord connected to it, you have a Discord Discord connected to social connector. Go to the support tab ticket, open up a ticket, and tell me that you left a comment. And be honest, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment here during this live or during the replay of the live within like the next 24 hours, and I'll make sure you have your first dunk in your wallet. Just make sure you do that. Just open up a ticket, make sure you're connected, and I will send you your first dunk. I promise you. And that's going to get in. I'll happily share that with you if you do that. So right here, so you can take a look at a couple of these different things. Hey, these are thumbnail. This one's kind of either of these two, these top right ones. And again, I'm not diving too deep into this today, but I could easily just see which one of these works. I could see I need to start building up a catalog of a couple different face options. So I need to get some of these turned out. It's the mouth. I need to get I need to get a shot. Should I do that? What do you think? Like that? Like that? Weird face mount. Cool. Cool. So I have a couple different ones. Like actually this one's pretty good as far as like creating my face. This one's almost good, except it messed up my mouth a little bit, which again, I would need to actually give them a better picture. I need to get a catalog of things of me having different expressions. And then I create my AI. I'm like, oh, I'll try it with this. Perfect. It worked. So that's one thing I've learned about kind of the AI face replacement is that you can't just take one picture and it applies to every single thing. Another thing is it wants you to take off your glasses, which is what I did. But that's one. But this one, see, it's similar to the facial expression similar that I had, but it uses this one also turned out pretty good. Didn't add my yeah, it just didn't add my beard, which I don't have much of it. You know, it's just a little slama. You know, it's fun. Okay, and again, hey, let me know if you like this format where I'm going live on YouTube, TikTok, I'm going live on TikTok on my phone. I'm going live on Twitter, and I'm going live on Facebook as well. Let me know just directly on the Facebook feed. Let me know if you like this format, if this is working for you. You could leave it in the comments, and just make sure that you are just staying involved in the Dunk Media community by going to dunkmedia.club. There's a link in the little ticker at the bottom, as well as the link to this YouTube channel. If you were watching it on Twitter or on Facebook, you can go to youtube.com/@eToolbox. Yeah, so let me just do that. So now I have all those things. Let me go back to ChatGPT. Look at that. So yeah, I'm actually getting excited about this stuff, just hanging out with you. And look at this. Now we have our Twitter posts. All of this stuff, again, was from a link. Just a link. Just a link to a YouTube channel. I said, I make this. And as you fine tune it, you're going to want to make this yourself. You're not just going to copy and paste like the template that I had. Yeah, like all of these things. Sometimes things aren't perfect, and you're going to be able to get like 50% of the stuff it gives you is going to be perfect. But it skimmed the entire YouTube video, gave me all of this content. Look at all this. Gave me all of this from pasting a link. And again, you're going to want to tweak it, modify a couple things. Like maybe you say, man, he doesn't talk about this, and that. Man, I'm not using Midjourney. I'm using like, for instance, 𝐒𝐔𝐁, which is a Discord gating bot, and it's great for creating communities on Discord. They're launching their own version of basically Midjourney, where it's AI video creation, not video, photo creation on there. And maybe that one's better. Maybe that's the one that I'm using. Maybe it's the one that I prefer over Midjourney, which I'm using Midjourney right now. But maybe I like the one that 𝐒𝐔𝐁 is using, and I could say, hey, you know what, 𝐒𝐿 is the one for me. So he's talking about this. Maybe I'm going to use 𝐒𝐿 instead. 𝐒𝐿? Is that 𝐒𝐿? Yeah. Maybe I'm using 𝐒𝐿 instead, and I could just tweak it and say, hey, let's rewrite this, but we're going to use 𝐒𝐿 instead. Or, for instance, another thing with him, Matt Wolf, he did one where he was talking about how to create a blog and use it for AI to write blog content. But maybe I use a different tool than he does, and it gets the same result. I could do that, tweak those tools, done. It's like that, like that. All right, so now let's actually do one more. So I'm going to just bring up one second. I'm going to show you. So chat. One second. I'm going to bring up a. All right, one second. I'm going to show you another way to do it, because it's not just a YouTube link. So I'm going to bring up this link right here. Let me just actually, do I just share it? I'm just going to share it. Oh, actually, not that one. Can never find the blog post that Here, I'll just show you this. One second. Let me just bring this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to this blog. Share my screen for it real quick. So this blog, this is just digitalmarketing.org. It's a blog that one of my coaches and one of my mentors, he uses in his. So he you could just have the blog. So what's something here? So what is a Twitter shadow ban and how does it fit? 5 ways to use ChatGPT for marketing. Okay, how about this one? Let's go here. Okay, there's a featured one. It's a pretty new thing, May 11th, so it's about, like 10 days old or 15 days old. It's like 15 days old. So, you talk to the models, so on and so forth. So what if I just take this link, and we're going to do the same exact thing that we had done. We're going to go back over to ChatGPT, I don't need to copy and paste it. I'm just refresh it. Oops, sorry, I refreshed the wrong screen. I think you should all still be good. Okay, yeah, I hit refresh and it refreshed the thing. So let me just bring that back up again. Sorry, let me bring up my music again. Then we'll have to add all my screens again. Always have the right screen ready to refresh. So don't have the wrong thing when you hit refresh. There we go. Okay, we're back. I was trying to refresh this screen. Okay, so now we have a fresh one, the same two plugins. And now I'm just going to take that same exact thing that we had gotten, like our template, basically. I'm going to go down to the bottom and I'm going to paste this. I'm going to remove all the information from that first version. And then I'm going to go back to the blog, copy, go back over here, and I'm going to say, a YouTube version of this blog post. I mean, you could always play around. Again, this is going to be different for everybody, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing, and you can copy me, you know, like a ninja. There we go. So, okay, so what's it doing? It's Voxscript. What's it doing? It is grabbing the URL. Now we just have to wait because it's scraping the website. Scraping the website. Hey, and you guys on TikTok, let me know if you're liking this stuff. You know, remember, if you want to see my screen, go to youtube.com/@eToolbox. Yeah. So now it's grabbed all this content from. Look at all this. Grabbed all this content. Now I have 10 clickable titles that I have. I didn't do any of this research myself. Just keep that in mind. I just found a blog post that I liked because I'm evil like that. Now, and after this is done, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you that I think you're going to get a kick out of. So we're getting our descriptions. Remember, all of this, I just posted a link. That is all. Is only customized information from my main prompt that and again, that prompt, anytime that there's something new that I want, I'm like, maybe I want it to generate this in this one go. I'm getting it to generate everything that I need in one go versus me just going, okay, now I have to think of the title. Now I think of like and seeing how they all connect to each other. You know, go. So is it done writing? So there we go. Our pinned link. Now it's thumbnail design suggestions. See, I will provide this in the next message with the Photorealistic plugin. So it's finishing all these and it's just it will give me those suggestions. Oh, look at it. So now it's going to give me thumbnail design suggestions. All from one link. One link. I've prepped. I put in the time to generate a template. And keep in mind, you don't have to use this in the ChatGPT playground. You don't have to use this in anything. It's just a template that I've done for my personal needs, my personal things that I need. And again, like this is the resolutions and the designs that I want. You could use things like that. There's so many other things that you can get. So, hey, guys on TikTok, why do you keep on slipping down and holding the thing? Watching you TikTok people. So yeah, look at this. Prompt 3, prompt 4. Man, this is just like Ooh, this is just getting me excited. Let me know in the comments if this makes you excited about how you can make so much freaking content with just one thing. I mean, like, I didn't do any research. Look at this. Introduction, brief overview of ChatGPT, importance of AI in marketing, the power of ChatGPT, the time management and productivity, personalized marketing and content idea generation, so on, so forth, real world examples. Conclusion, I would recommend that you don't just like watch one video. You could also just say, hey, I have these 3 videos. Take a look at these, inspire, make a video that takes from all 3 of these videos because I don't agree with everything in this one, or hey, this video has this, but this left it out. You could also say, hey, grab this from this video, grab this from this video, and create your own video that actually has all the stuff that fills in the gaps that somebody else left out. So, I mean, like, he's still doing it, it's still generating, it's getting those Twitter posts, but I mean, to me, this is mind-boggling. Like, somebody that's been a content creator for a while and creates content, this is just really, really cool that you're able to do this. So, and again, hey, I just want to remind you, I'll bring it back up one more time, but I want to make sure the people that are actually here, chatting. Anybody? Oh, it's just showing the old comments. But if anybody new, let me just say this, put this here, go to my Discord server and let me know, open up a support ticket and go leave a comment below. And I'll just say, if it's before the next time I go live, if you do this before the next time that I go live or upload a video, now just go live. Next time, if you do this before the next time I go live, go to a support ticket, say, I left a comment on today's live, let them know. I will send you 1 dunk coin, which will unlock things in my Discord server and also outside of my Discord server. So it's how I gate things, and you can go and earn. That's the idea. So if you're looking for interesting marketing ideas that are outside of this, it's a way that you could actually incentivize your community to be involved without. So say you want access to me or the things that I'm doing, you could just hang around. And if you were just hanging here on that live, I would give you that dunk. And if you heard, hey, next time, hey, he was giving away dunk on his live, you probably would be more likely to show up for the next one. And it's just a way for me to give back to my community, and I hope that helps you. Okay. So yeah, so I got all of this stuff. It's finished everything. It gave me some poll ideas, all this stuff from just one link. Look at this. This is all from one blog post that I don't think I've actually read this article yet for Gary's, for digitalmarketing.org. But it gave me everything I need, GPT, but these are all relevant to my topic. So if you find there's blogs that you frequent that you're like, man, you should make a YouTube video. Now, there's one more thing that I wanted to show you before we dive into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually hit refresh one more. I'm going to actually have the right window refreshed, and then you're going to see exactly this is kind of a really cool thing. And this is something that's going to, I'm just going to touch on this because this is not the main point of this video, but I couldn't not share it with you because I think it's so freakishly cool that you could do this. And so I'm going to go down and use that same, not the same plugin, but I'm going to use almost the same plugins. So remember, we're making a video, but I'm going to add one more plugin. I could go find the right one. And it's for this one called Visla, and it creates short videos from public stock footage based on your specific topic. So I'm going to click that. Now, remember, I'm going to say, I have never read this blog post by Gary. Like, I've never read it, or I've never read his blog post yet. So I'm going to take this same thing that we took before. So I'm going to paste that again in, just like we did. But now we have 3 plugins here. We have Voxscript. Sorry, it doesn't show you on the. Oh, it does actually. I was lying. It does show you Voxscript, Photorealistic, and a lot of these ones I'm still going through and learning about them. They've been adding a bunch of really cool ones. And then Voxscript, create short videos from public stock footage. So this is really cool. So now I have this. I'm going to just delete this again. And I'm going to create a prompt. There's also, if you want to work on creating these prompts, you say, hey, I don't know what to tell it under the transcript, and there's a perfect prompt. So you just say, hey, turn this into a perfect prompt, and it could actually help you craft a perfect prompt based off of you as bad English. So I'm going to take that link again, the digitalmarketing.org link. I'm going to go back over to ChatGPT. This is going to blow your mind. And if you're watching on TikTok, you probably want to go over to like YouTube or Twitter or Facebook just to see my screen. And you could still watch on TikTok and look at my beautiful face. You know, I don't blame you for wanting to see all of this. But if you're watching on YouTube, okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and paste that link. Okay. I don't know if you could hear it. I got the fun hammering going on right outside my window. City life. If you live in the city, you know what I'm talking about. If you live in the suburbs or in the middle of nowhere, you probably have no idea. You're looking at me like I'm crazy. City life? What's that? Okay. And eventually, when I have everything spelled right, create a script and video that could be used in a faceless. I can't. Create a script and video that could be used in a faceless YouTube channel that only that uses only stock footage, and then I have the link. So I'm going to hit see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Zoom in a little bit so we can see. So now I brought up Voxscript. It is going to go grab the it's going to scrape the website. There we go. Look at that. It's broken it up, got information, 5 clickable YouTube titles. So it's got that. So we got our first thing. Now, I know, I'm excited too. I get to see what happens. This is the best part because, hey, you know, I'm sure a lot of us have had that excuse. Let's be honest, it's an excuse where they say, hey, I don't want to make a video. I don't have time to do it. Now, if you created a template like I did, like that template, brought into ChatGPT, used 2, now 3 plugins that I'm showing you, completely free plugins, by the way, that I'm showing you. It's having it write everything. So it's giving me my again, apologies for the work on the building next door. City life. Give me a clickable thumbnail. I'm not going to use all these thumbnails, not going to use all of these ideas. Then give me all the video tags. Give me the tag ideas. And then YouTube SEO optimized description. There you go. We already got a description for it. Join us, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, it's bullet points. And then video outline. It's going to give me the outline for the video. There we go. It's giving me all those. Outline. And again, I gave it a very brief little description at the bottom of what I wanted. I could have said I want it to be a 10-minute video. I want it to be a 15-minute video. I want it whatever. Excuse me. I want. So pin suggestion, link Discord community, blah, blah, blah. Midjourney prompts for thumbnail. I'll provide these in the next message to keep things more concise. There you go. It's just going to come back to that because it's going to have to launch another plugin for you to see. So, okay. There we go. So now it's launching. It's getting me my Midjourney. And if something ever does go wrong, like for instance, there's a chance that one app doesn't launch automatically, you could always just copy everything and then be more specific. It may launch the last one, which I believe it will. Again, sorry about the background noise. It's just kicking in right now. They're working on the building next door. Hopefully they're not very long. I think we're getting close to getting it all out. But so now, yeah, we're getting our Midjourney prompts. Okay. And if it doesn't do it, I will like if it doesn't do it automatically, I could easily just copy and paste what it gave me. And then I will tell it to use that one tool. But if it does it automatically, that's super great. And I'll get it right out. I can't speak. Okay. But hopefully it does it automatically. Automagically. There we go. Now it's giving us our Twitter posts. And like, I know it's taking a minute. ChatGPT 4 goes a little slower. The content is better. So, but you know, when you're doing this to yourself, like if you think this is taking a long time to write all this content, try and write it yourself. Try and go out there and write the content yourself. And then you go ahead and tell me that it's taking too long. So and I told it like, hey, I told it I wanted 10, I wanted 5. So it's giving me what I asked for. Publish YouTube, video content. Look, so now it's giving me description. There we go. We're going to get it. There we go. Is it? No, it's still going. And just keep in mind, this is all internal within ChatGPT. It's the plugins that are part of the system. There we go. And if it's ever goes off a tangent and you're not getting what you want, you can always hit stop and you can start again. Oh, there was an error generating the response. So you get the idea of what it did there. So let's just actually go and these are all the same things. The poll, blah, blah, blah. It's all the same stuff. So let me just grab this. I'm going to grab all of this that I grabbed in the other one. And then I'll just use that one plugin this time. So now, I'm just going to go to plugins. I'm going to take off Voxscript. And I'm going to take off Photorealistic and just be left with the one. I'll paste this in here. I think there was a couple of things where I might need. Then I just go to the bottom and say, turn all the right, there we go. And this should actually do it automatically because it's using that one. There we go. So it launched that one automatically. I just had to copy and paste what the first prompt did. So yeah, I had to just do that. And I just took the other ones off, not to let it have any confusion. So now let's see what it generates using Visla, which, just so you know, Visla will give you what you'll be able to see what it outputs. But if you want to download things without watermarks, they do charge. So just keep that in mind. But you're going to be able, this is something like, hey, if you're able to create a bunch of content really easily, this might be worth it. But yeah, so if you click this, it's taking all the information and creating a prompt for Visla, creating a script, the description, all the fun stuff. So it's all right. So just as a recap, just in case you missed it or you're just joining in later, we were able to take a template, create basically our own custom, our original idea, and create all the content that we needed for our original YouTube video and have that generated. We were able to take somebody else's YouTube video and just literally drop a link with our template, that like my prompt template that I've been generating and fine tuning and growing. You probably want to do one of your own. You could, if you want to grab mine, make sure you have one dunk in your wallet. Hey, I got it left on the screen right there. So it says I left a comment. Go to my Discord server at dunkmedia.club and make sure that you have had a social connector account that's connected to Discord, and I will give you your first dunk. Like, just open up a support ticket. Let me know I left a comment on today's live, and don't lie. Make sure that you leave a comment on today's live. Be honest. You know, it always comes back to you. So, yeah, so do that. And then you're going to be able to gain access to that. And hey, just hit me up and let me know, and I'll happily share my template for my videos. And it's constantly going to be evolving, so you're going to get whatever my current one is. So let's just go down, look at this. So please note it may take a couple minutes. So I can click this, pop something out. It's creating the video right now. So it may take a few minutes. We'll come back to this in just a few minutes, and I'll show you what it generated. But okay, let me see. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my background music. Dun, dun, dun. We're sharing the screen. Okay, so what it did here is it created a script. You could always, maybe you have a longer script, you want to tweak it. This only created a 1-minute video. I could have said I want it to be a 5-minute video. I might actually go back and do that. I say I want it to be a 10-minute video. But what it did, created the script, and you got your little.
Welcome to our video on how to use ChatGPT for marketing. Artificial intelligence is revolutionizing the way we do marketing.
Now, there's other voices. That particular default one is not great.
Enter ChatGPT, tailoring your message to individual customers. But ChatGPT isn't just for generating ideas. It can also be used for customers to improve their marketing strategy. So what are you waiting for?
Now, it's not 100% done, like what you get out of this tool, right? But you could save and exit. So I'm going to hit save and exit. And actually, I'm going to turn the screen off so you can't, in case something. Just log in real quick so you can see. There we go. And if you go over to ChatGPT, if you see right here, when you do it, it gives you something called a claim code. Now, I'm going to claim it. I hope this doesn't mess up anything. So I'm just going to go over to claim it. So I go over to claim code, and then you just paste it in here, say video. And now you can make modifications. You could, like, obviously I don't want this intro. I could delete it, put my own intro here. If I need to add an extra, oh man, it doesn't. Maybe I want to include my own voiceover, either me doing it myself, or maybe I want to use something, one of the many amazing AI tools that, like, some of these AI, you could clone your own voice, then you have to do it, and you could just have it, drop this script into that, and you have your done script that you could use in here as well. So yeah, once it's all timed and you do that, that might be better. Or you can just use the AI voice that's included. You see that there is a timestamp. If you want to export, then they currently charge $19 a month if you bill annually, or $24 if you do it every single month. Which, if you're only doing it for a month, whatever. You save by $5 if you pay for the entire year. But it's a simple tool, and it's just grabbing stock footage. And if something doesn't work, you could always just click it and, swap out the stock footage with, there's other animations, scale, text, audio, voiceover, record. adjust footage. You could just click adjust footage or swap out the footage, whatever you want. But it created it pretty much automatically. So if your point is to get content or information out, you do this, it gets it 80% of the way there, and you just have a few like polishing. Maybe you have some like a slug at the beginning, a slug at the end for every single video, and then it just creates your entire video for you. It's pretty crazy what you could accomplish with just like these prompts. So, all right, let me just put this music back on because we like to party. Cool. All right, so that's most of what I wanted to go over today. Let me know in the comments if you actually were able to copy this, and if you do want my prompts, like that prompt, that template, I'll be happy to share for you. Just make sure that you are in one of the supporter role channels on Discord. And then if you want that free dunk and you don't have one yet, just go to Discord. You can go to that support channel. Let me know that you have left a comment on today's live. I have it up on the screen. I left a comment on today's live. Make sure that you actually leave a comment on today's live on YouTube. If you don't do that, it's kind of lying, and we don't do that around here. So I left a comment on today's live. Do that in Discord at dunkmedia.club. And yeah, thanks again for hanging out with me today. I'm going to be back with actually diving deeper into YouTube thumbnails and how to use AI tools to make thumbnails. We went over it a little bit today, but I have that link. If you go to youtube.com/@eToolbox, you could just set a reminder for the next live, and I will see everybody there. And it's been great hanging out with you. And let me know if you have any comments, and jump into the Discord server at dunkmedia.club, and I'll see you in the next one.